Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, welcome back.
Back, baby.
Welcome back to the
Well,
long-awaited, highly anticipated return of the Children of the Trenches with your host, Jaivion and Professor Cardinal.
Anthony, Finhess, Hess.
Whew, man, it's been a long time coming. We couldn't wait to get back and just talk to you guys. You know what I mean? This has been one of the biggest outlets for me and Hess. You know what I mean, to kind of just touch bases on what's been going on with our lives, kind of give.
As you can see, we still in the trenches. Still in the trenches, we can't leave. Some things never change.
We got to go file a few noise complaints after this.
Some things never change. And yeah, like how you said, we just wanted to kind of reach out to you guys and just kind of update you all about what's been going on. Obviously, as you can see, we have a new set. We're trying to step it up for you guys, take it to the next level.
Oh,
and
man.
yeah, just kind of give you, guys updates on what we've been getting into and then our future for the show and what we plan to do moving forward.
Yeah.
And I think the biggest thing, not the biggest thing, but I feel like the most exciting thing was the U.S. debut. We both had our U.S. debut in our hiatus.
In our hiatus.
You want to go ahead and talk about that?
Yeah, man. So, as you know, we still got our professional careers, thriving, and I just recently had my U.S. debut.
Right.
What was that? January 29th.
January 29th.
Hess had his
December
2nd. December 2nd.
Yeah.
And it was local. Hess was in Orange County. Mine was in what was that? Pomona.
Pomona.
Yeah. It was good turnouts for both of us. You know what I mean? It was a learning experience.
Right.
You want to kind of get into yours a little bit?
Want me to go first and then you go?
Yeah.
We can do that. So, my U.S. debut, I feel like was kind of the most important fight that I've had so far, just because I learned a lot about, the style and how I want to fight. And, to sum it all up, the fight ended in a draw. Mainly because I started off too slow. The type of style that I have, the type of body type that I have, I need to be pressing the action. I need to be going forward. In the first 2 rounds, I didn't really do that. I didn't really do that the first 2 rounds. And, that's kind of pretty much on me, going back to the drawing board and just kind of figure out what needed to change. And we made those adjustments between the 3rd and the 4th round. And we also learned that the 4-round fights aren't enough. Mm-hmm. The 4-round fights aren't enough. Those are pretty much like professional amateur.
No, seriously.
Because it's really hard to kind of do what you want to do, especially, the type of fighting style I have.
Yeah.
I need a little bit more time. And that's what we pretty much learned. We pretty much learned, switch up the style, be a little bit more aggressive. And that I need to prolong the rounds, 6 rounders, 8 rounders. And that's why I say it's one of my most important, because it taught me a lot.
Yeah.
About what we need to do going forward.
And for for the 4-round fighters, or for the 4-round fights, those are meant for fighters that you're supposed to get up out of there.
Right.
Your opponent, he wasn't a guy that you was just gonna get up out of there within 4 rounds.
And yeah, that's the thing. He was an undefeated fighter. I was an undefeated fighter. So we both came out, put our undefeated records on the line to give a good show.
Yeah.
And
it was a damn good show, I'll tell you that.
Yeah, I think it was one of the best fights of that night.
Oh, for sure. For sure. Me sitting on the sideline watching. I watched all the fights. That was definitely, the most skillfully packed.
Right.
Who threw that?
It's fucking Ivan. Somewhere in there you go.
I'm like, is Jesse here?
Going forward, like I said, making a style change. So my next fight, expect, more aggression, expect longer rounds, and expect pretty much a whole new fighter, really a whole new fighter. We're at the drawing board, we're switching up because it happened once, we learned from it, we can't let it happen again.
Yeah.
And that pretty much says that on the U.S. debut.
Man, y'all got his, perspective on his fight.
Okay.
You know what I mean? Now my perspective on his fight, I'm on the outside looking in, you know what I mean?
Right.
So just I was just as nervous. I think I was a little more nervous for his fight than I am for my own fight. You know what I mean?
I don't know why that is though.
I don't know why that is. Like that's me with all of the fighters from Jackrabbit. You know what I mean? Like all of my guys. That's me for sure. Like I'm nervous. I don't know what it is. It's just I don't know. But but during that fight, so first round, I'm like, he coming out strong. He using his jab beautifully, and you started to see dude kind of picking it up a little bit, and I'm like, yo, like come on Hess, like I'm a little like on the edge of my seat. And it's like I'm sitting around everybody, so everybody's quiet, and I'm the main one. Like, let's go, Hess, come on, yeah. Like I'm trying to give reaction to everything, trying to keep it live a little bit. So them first 2 rounds, like he said, it was a slow start, but the last 2, oh yeah, that's when I lost my voice for sure. Like it was live. You know what I mean? He definitely came back, and he definitely flipped the switch and knew that he had to do what he had to do to even he was pulling from behind, and
that's even harder in a
4-round fight. You know what I mean? Because granted you had 6 rounds. Boom, you do a 4-round sweep. You know what I mean? That's your fight. You know what I mean? You lose. You can afford to lose 2 rounds in a 6-round fight as opposed to 4. You know what I mean?
And one of the judges actually had me winning the fight. So one judge actually had me winning. It's just the other 2 judges thought it was a draw. And they ended up going to a majority draw. Yeah. But like I said, it's all learning.
Yeah, man. I mean, I still give it, a hell of a performance, just because you fought through adversity, right. And that's where we come from. That's hence the trenches. I mean, we've been fighting adversity our whole life, So when it presents itself, we don't run away from it. We step up to it.
Right.
And that was a result of that.
Right.
You want to go to my fight?
It's your turn.
It's my turn, huh?
Superstar.
Oh man, not yet. But So my U.S. debut, it was a success as well. It was definitely a learning experience, but it was a surreal experience as well. You know what I mean? We came in, we got it done. I got him out of there in the second round. I think like a minute 30, halfway through the second round.
But you not mentioned 2 weeks notice.
Oh yeah.
Took the fight on 2 weeks notice.
Yeah, we took the fight on a 2 weeks notice.
Right. But they didn't know my boy Jaivion was already in shape. Because he was training with me throughout my whole camp.
When he was in camp, I was in camp.
He was with camp with me throughout my whole camp. So every time I run, he was running.
I had to motivate.
Relax.
I had to be by his side.
Hey, we've been doing good. We've been doing good so far. He's about to start. Every time I was in camp, when I was in camp, he was in camp, and I had a cool little time. So they probably thought he wasn't really in that good of shape, but he been working. So 2 weeks notice, we was ready. Took the fight. All right, go.
Took the fight. You know what I mean? And I knew the only thing that I was like, that I had to catch up on. The only thing I had to catch up on was probably my weight, but my weight wasn't even too far off. Once I started dieting properly, it came off like that. Right. But yeah, so we took the fight with a two weeks notice, and that's the thing. Even with it being a 2 weeks notice, it still was a good turnout. As far as all my family and my friends coming to support. With that being, we had a limited amount of tickets. With it being a two weeks notice, it was already pretty much sold out. So my family and friends, they got as much tickets as they could, and it was still a good turnout. Long Beach was definitely in the arena, and we was definitely in the building. Came out, we showed out. Like I said, got them out there in the second round. Oh man, it was like I said, it was a surreal moment. Like after the first knockdown, like when I was able to kind of hear the reaction to the crowd, not during, but like after, like once the ref is counting, and that's when I was able to take a moment and like really pay attention to like everything going on the outside. You know what I mean? And it was like, this is like, I can get used to this. You know what I mean? This feeling right here, it makes all the sacrifice, everything that we go through in the gym, and just our everyday life, it makes it worthwhile. You know what I mean? And it was It was surreal. I don't know. I keep repeating myself, but it was definitely an enjoyable moment. Even after the fight, you know, I'm walking back to the dressing room, and everybody's like trying to stop me and take pictures with them, and you know, even coming out after I got dressed and everything, you know, everybody's asking to take pictures, showing love, you know, and it was you don't get that in Mexico. You know what I mean?
Exactly. That's what I wanted to mention on pretty much like just the atmosphere of having all your loved ones there.
Yeah.
Your mom's there, your people's there. You know, it's just a whole different atmosphere.
Yeah.
And I'm not gonna hold you. He was locked in, right? He was locked in. He's focused. He got his angry face or whatever. He's trying to be tough. Right? He's trying to be tough.
Nah, I was cool, man. I was in my element.
Nah, but pretty much when I walked to my fight, pretty much directly like near the ring, that's where my area was. That's where all my people were sitting. Mm-hmm. So it was kind of hard for me to kind of not smile. It was hard for me not to, you know, just be happy in the moment.
Yeah.
You feel me? I know as boxers, you know, we gotta be focused, we gotta be angry, but I don't know. I was just happy. You know, I mean, smiled and shit like that.
And that's what kind of motivated me too. Was experiencing, you know, the atmosphere from your fight. You know what I mean? Like, yeah, I was on the, you know, the opposite side of it.
Right.
But I just was able to picture myself in that position. You know what I mean? And it was just like, it gave me goosebumps. You feel me? I was like, yeah, this is where I want to be. This is what we work for sure. But yeah.
My outlet from your fight.
Yeah, let's hear it. So
when the ding, right? When the first exchange, the first jab was thrown, I said, Jaivion in trouble. I said, Jaivion in trouble. Nah, right when the bell rung and we saw dude come out, Jaivion landed that first long jab, I knew we had him. It was just a matter of time. Mm-hmm. He survived the first round, right? But after the first round, I said to myself, like, we got him in the second. I said to myself, we got him in the second. And that's what he did. He went out, he listened to the coaches, went out, executed, and we got him out of there. Got him out of there in the second. You know? And I was happy for you, man. I was proud for you just because I know all, like how you said, all the work that we put in. I know everything that happens, you know, in the personal life and just everything we've been going through. So, I mean, to see that, bro, see everything working out, everything that, you know, everything we working towards panning out. Mm-hmm. You feel me? It was a real powerful moment, bro. It was real good. And it's only going up for there.
Only going up.
It's only going up for there.
Marathon continue.
Yeah, but as far as the show goes, obviously, like how I said, we want to be a lot more consistent. We want to start recording more. We have a new production team. You know, they're going to be on our asses. You know, keeping us accountable.
Oh man, they're not playing.
They're not playing.
You see what?
They're not here wasting time. They're not here wasting time. Keeping us accountable, making sure we, and we just want to kind of, you know, be able to interact with you guys more. We want to be able to interact with the fans more. So we're going to be going out.
Said.
Yeah,
go ahead.
We will be going out in the streets. We're going to be going to different beaches, venues, or whatever. And kind of interacting with the people, you know, interviews, things of that nature. And just kind of getting out more. You know, we want to expand just from having the podcast. We want to expand onto the actual streets, the trenches, if you will.
The trenches.
We want to expand to the trenches.
We're gonna become real YouTubers.
Yeah. So
we definitely plan to keep it. You know how we had it before. You know, as far as you know the realm of our podcast, like the financial literacy. You know what I mean? Like we definitely do plan to continue having different entrepreneurs and just business-minded people in general to come on, talk about, just give game that like basically the reason why we started the podcast in the first place is to give game to give back to the youth what we didn't have when we was coming up. You know what I mean? That's information on different things that's not taught in high school. So we definitely plan on continuing that, but in a more entertaining aspect of it.
Time to step it up.
Step it up. Amp it up a little bit. You're gonna spice it up just a little.
We're gonna spice it up. Now, with that being said, we recently started a new business. I think we talked about it on episode 37 with Sonny, but that was the car rental business. So one of the reasons why we haven't been able to record so much is because we've been kind of hands-on with the car rental business, and boxing and the car rentals has been kind of hectic, you should say.
Yeah,
it's been kind of hectic,
yeah.
you know, doing both. The main thing about the car rentals, I feel like, is having to automate it, right? Trying to find a way to automate, to try to create a system for it, you know. And
A system that works, you know.
A system that works, a system that's profitable. We had to bump our heads a couple of times. We lost a little bit of money in a sense. You know, obviously, you know, the business is making money, but as far as hustling backwards, we had to kind of plan ahead, you know, think strategies and everything like that. And for everybody that's interested in car rentals, the main platform we use is Turo. Now, Turo is pretty much a car rental app. It's pretty much like Airbnb for cars. I don't know if you guys saw episode 37 where we discussed it, but it's pretty much like Airbnb for cars. And so with that being said, let's say if you have a car that you don't drive any much, or you don't drive too much, or you don't drive anymore at all, you can kind of take some nice pictures of it, figure out a cool description of it, throw it on Turo, and people that's visiting to Los Angeles and visiting from, you know, different places and everything like that, they can rent out your car for you. And that's pretty much what we've been doing. We acquired 4 cars, a Jeep, 2 Teslas, and a Benz. And pretty much have those, you know, going on Turo full time. And we've just been doing both. The Turo, like I said, the Turo and the boxing. Yeah, and I think we can probably have an episode where we go more into depth on that one as well. If anybody's interested in actually learning about the car rental industry, we can really go more into depth now that we're actually hands-on and we actually figured out, you know, a way to do it. You know, figured out our own way to do it, I should say.
Yeah.
You know, because everybody's going to do theirs a little different, but we can only share, you know, what works for us.
Yeah, because, you know, before we had initially started, you know, we did research, you know what I mean? But you never really know or learn the business until you do it, you know what I mean? Until you go through it and, you know, kind of figure out complications that, you know, you face, you know, as far as with your own business. So we definitely, since we started, we definitely gathered a lot more information and operate, you know, differently than how we started when we first acquired all the cars. So.
Right. And I think with that being said, I feel like anything that, you know, anybody wants to do, I feel like the best bet is just to go for it. Just go for it, dive in, and kind of figure it out along the way. Of course, you want to have a plan. If you fail to plan, you plan to fail. That's what they say. You fail to plan, you plan to fail. You can put that on the shirt. But I mean,
that's only the same thing I told you when I told you.
You didn't tell me shit.
When I told you to quit your job, what I tell you?
What did you tell me?
I told him to quit
First of all,
his
you
job.
didn't tell me to quit
I told
my job.
you to quit.
You didn't. You were the only reason. You was the reason I
I
quit.
was the reason you quit your job.
I don't even know about that. So I quit my job. I quit
Uh-huh.
my job in boxing full time. Been doing, you know, the Toro business full time. And
I told you you would not be able. I told you this. You would not be able to run the Toro business if you still had that job.
Bro, first of all, that's not the case. No, be honest. No, be honest. This is the reason why he was lying. We didn't know we was gonna get 4 cars. How the hell? Who plans to get 4 cars? Nobody.
We didn't plan for one.
Okay, we didn't plan for one. Eventually, of course, we were gonna increase the fleet, but originally we was legit looking into one, and then we got one, and it's like shit. Might as well get another. that shit was easy to the net. You might as well go get another one. But we had the idea for the Toro, but remember when I originally quit, it was like, man, I could just be a personal trainer.
True.
And then we fell into the Toro. Kind of the Toro, we doubled back on the Toro because we had the idea when I was still an electrician. We tried to get a Tesla, and it didn't work out. We wasn't able to get it, and then I kind of was saying like we should just double back. We should come back to it, you know, at another time. And we just pretty much found, you know, a different route, different avenue, different dealership, and we were able to acquire the cars.
Mm-hmm.
But as far as this line number, nah. He was telling me like, bro, you know.
All right. Go ahead. Finish saying what you saying.
He was telling me like, bro, maybe you should quit your job and stuff, because at the end of the day, I really didn't want to do the electrical. I mean, it was cool. It was cool money and everything like that, but that wasn't where my heart was. Obviously my heart was in the gym. Obviously I had the entrepreneur bug, and talking to everybody on the podcast is kind of fed into that even more, because it's kind of like, when you see people around you doing great things, it makes you want to do great things as well. Mm-hmm. And hearing everybody's story, and it's kind of like, man, their story kind of like mine. Like, oh, Jim used to work at 9 to 5 too. It makes you kind of figure out like, why can't I do it type shit. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. And that's kind of how I was feeling towards the end. And we eventually took that leap. I think I quit like in October.
Yeah, in October.
Quit like in October. It's been like 4 months now. Ups and downs and everything.
Ups and downs
and everything. All you gotta do is keep going.
Keep going. Keep going.
Yeah, but I mean, we're not going back. We're not going back for sure.
So with that being said, if you want to quit your job, do it.
Quit your job.
Do it.
Hey, I honestly,
I support you.
I advise everybody to quit their job.
Just quit it.
And I know what you're thinking. Oh, I got bills. I got this. Right? But at the end of the day, you gonna find a way. You gonna find a way. And obviously, if the bills don't get paid, you're not about to go to jail. That's what really matters. As long as you're free, you got hope.
Seriously.
Even if you're in jail.
As free and alive, you got hope.
Even if you're in jail, sometimes you still got hope. Cause remember, what's the name?
Oh yeah.
Episode 37. You feel me?
Yeah.
So.
Yeah. No, that Sonny, that's a true success story.
For
real. He did. It was inspiring. You know what I mean? He did some amazing things. You know what I mean?
What you think so far? Be 100. All right. Now we can get into other stuff, because we talked about all the stuff we want to talk about. This is like a Children of the Trenches recap, right? Children of the Trenches recap.
Okay.
Your personal opinion. What's your favorite episode so far?
My favorite episode so far.
And no offense to all our past guests.
Yeah, no. We've had,
No offense to all our past guests. You feel me? We appreciate you all, but your personal opinion.
My favorite episode. My favorite episode was when I had that one fire freestyling it towards the end of it.
I was gassing.
Nah.
But honestly, if we go freestyle to freestyle, we do a freestyle to freestyle
right now.
All my spit.
Nah, bro,
if we do freestyle to freestyle, bro, my freestyles was killing.
No, it wasn't.
Bro.
Anyways. All seriousness, I think my favorite episode.
What do you think?
My favorite episode was with damn, I don't want to butcher this.
You know the name of it?
With the commercial real estate.
Okay, commercial real estate.
Stephen Bellows. Yeah, Stephen Bellows. Stephen Bellows. That was probably one of my favorite, episodes. Just because. Huh? What'd you say? No. Either that one or the very last one we did with Sonny. Like I said, that was a real inspirational story that he came and he gave us gave us a chance. He shared that with us, and like I said, it was something that just kind of sparked motivation within myself, just to like y'all know the slogan, keep going, Mr. Keep going. To the right of me, or that's gonna be to the left of me on the screen, huh?
We're still learning these camera tricks.
Y'all know what I mean.
We're still learning about the camera tricks.
But yeah, I just love a success story. I just love when people fight adversity, and just turn, just kind of flip the deck of cards that they were dealt,
right,
and flip them into the winning deck. You know what I mean? Like, and that's pretty much what episode 37 was about. If y'all didn't tune into that, be sure to go tune in and go check that out. Y'all missing out on a good one if you haven't seen it yet. What about yours? What's yours?
That's what I've been trying to think. Why you been talking? I was hoping you talked a little longer. I'm still thinking. My favorite episode. That's the thing. The episode I wanted to say. What's the name?
With Sonny's?
No, I wanted to say with Alex.
Oh, with Alex? That was a good one too.
But remember?
Oh, yeah.
Sonny was a good one.
Sonny was a good one.
Sonny was a good one. Miss Red was a good one.
Miss Red was definitely a good one.
Miss Red was a good one. Honestly, I like my boys from Memphis.
Oh,
Slim J and
Slim J and Looney.
I like
Bro,
them.
they came.
Them niggas was cool.
If y'all did not see what episode is that?
I don't know. We gotta put it in the description.
Yeah, we gotta put it in the
somewhere.
description. But if y'all did not see the episode with the
Slim J
Memphis
and
Boys,
Looney.
I highly recommend y'all go tune into that.
Them niggas it was a real life cipher.
Real life
At
cipher.
the end of the episode.
Like I felt like the LA Leakers.
Where'd you find this?
Where'd you find this? No, these dudes came in and they ripped. They set the bar. If we have any, when we have
Rappers, any future rappers,
any future rappers
Need a
on the
16.
future episodes on the podcast, we need a 16.
Need a 16.
Need a 16.
Stephen Bellows
off
was
the
a
top.
good one.
Off the top.
Stephen Bellows was a good one.
Yeah, Stephen Bell was definitely a good one.
Right.
Stephen Bell.
I wanna. This is what I want for our future episode. I want to get somebody in here that does Airbnb.
Oh no, for real.
I want to get
For real.
somebody because honestly, I was thinking it would be dope. And we put it out there on the podcast, and we go turn it to fruition. Y'all can go back and say, oh, they talked about this years ago. I want to just take over the travel industry. We already got the rental cars. It's only right that we do Airbnbs. We get into the hotel rentals and things of that nature.
Mm-hmm.
It's already can be a similar business model.
Mm-hmm.
I honestly think Airbnb is easier because one of the main problems that we face with the car rentals is actually delivering them and getting them to the renters.
Right.
You know what I'm trying
Right.
to say? That's one of the problems we face, actually getting to the renters. The reason why I say Airbnb is easier is because the asset is stationary. The house is there.
Mm-hmm.
They gonna have to go to the house.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm trying to say?
Mhm.
So I feel like Airbnbs could be more passive than the Toro rentals
No,
for
for a fact.
that very reason.
And you don't always have to be there to handle the key.
You can just give them the lock, the keypad lock. And then hire a cleaning service, hire a virtual assistant.
Yeah.
I think Airbnbs could be very passive. So look
Yeah.
out for that, y'all. I think that's gonna be next on our agenda. The Toros.
And the reason he wants to have a Airbnb owner on there because we do it for you guys.
We be getting free
we
game.
do it for you guys, but it's really for us
We
too.
really
You know what I
getting
mean? We
free
go back
game.
and watch these episodes ourselves, and like, oh, he said okay. You know what I mean? Like we kind
Take
of
notes.
take notes, and move from that, move accordingly from with the information that we got from
Right.
that episode.
And it's a lot easier asking somebody, hey, you want to be on my podcast? Than, hey, can you teach me about Airbnbs?
No,
It's a lot easier.
No, it's a lot easier. It's like they feel like they talking to our audience. We ain't got no audience.
We don't even post these episodes.
we don't, like, for real. Nah, but yeah, that'll be dope for real.
I think that's gonna be next in store for us. Next in store for us will be the Airbnbs. And of course, like I always said, boxing is always gonna be the forefront. Always gonna be boxing. Always gonna be handling business in that field. But at the same time, we're businessmen and we're entrepreneurs as well.
Mm-hmm.
We're not just boxers. We have a lot more to offer.
Like we always
Teachers
say,
box.
we can't box forever.
Can't box
We
forever.
can't box forever. So we gotta.
Jaivion just had a birthday. Your birthday was in December too.
Oh yeah, my birthday was
27,
sure.
getting old.
37, but all right. I'll take the 27. No, I'm just playing. No, I'm 24. But yeah, man, I forgot I did just have a birthday.
Yeah.
It's crazy. But what did we do?
We went skating.
We went skating. Went out to eat, and then
Roll bounce, Mr. Roll bounce over here.
Oh, I can skate.
No, I'm talking about me.
No, not you.
I'm talking about
Not
you.
you. Not you. They got
skate
video.
off. Y'all don't have video of me
They have
skating.
video of you skating. Yeah. Oh, that's the thing too. We didn't mention.
Oh, we gotta wrap it up, guys.
No.
This has been episode 38 of the Church
Nope.
Churches podcast with your host Anthony Finhess Hess.
And look, so this what happened, right? No, I wasn't gonna put you on the forefront.
What happened?
I wasn't gonna put you on the forefront. So, literally, the day before my fight, it was Ashton's birthday.
It was Ashton's birthday.
It was Ashton's birthday
Right.
the day before my fight. So we did a big celebration. We had a little party here, had a party bus, and then went skating.
Right.
Only thing I didn't participate in is the skating. I was there. I was on the sidelines watching. I didn't participate in the skating. Because I didn't want to risk, hurting my ankle or anything, or just being sore. But on the party bus, I was turned.
Right.
Here, I was turned. You know what I mean? I didn't go to sleep till probably like 2, 3 in the morning. I'm not saying like I'm not bragging like this. It's a good thing. You know what I mean? But like I just wanted to kind of let that be known. You don't always have to be locked in and focused. Well, I mean, we're not necessarily locked in, but like so serious. You know what I mean? Of course, stay focused, stay locked in, but not
I
every.
think the one of the most important things about having the fight camp is knowing when to unwind, relax,
Yeah.
have a good time.
Yeah,
You know?
yeah.
You still gotta live your life.
Yeah. So I was, enjoying myself. The calm before the storm. That's really what it was. We were having a good time. And, in my mind, like I already everything that was set in motion, the game plan, and everything. My mindset on, just me visualizing everything and on how the outcome of the fight would be or would look like was already done. It was just time to execute, and that's what I was able to do. For Ashton's birthday party. But
With that being said, episode 38 in the books.
In the books.
Quick little recap. Like we said, I'm your host, Anthony Finhess Hess.
Jaivion and Professor Cardinal.
Now, all we need from you guys, if you found any entertainment from this podcast,
What?
any information, like,
What?
comment,
Okay.
share,
What
and
else?
subscribe.
And subscribe.
And give a round of applause to Jaivion, because he didn't stutter out one time this whole episode.
I did.
Nah, but we out. Yeah?
Yeah.